Haven't got anything in the mail? Haven't heard from anybody? Haven't seen anything?
And I wonder how the candidates forum went last week.
How they what?
I think tomorrow is the county executive candidate forum. We won't be on air, of course, for them, but we mentioned it last week that this.
No, isn't that September the 8th?
It was September, or maybe September.
September the 8th.
Yeah. Okay, so it will be.
They just had the delegates forum, I think. Yeah.
Did you get any response from anyone that attended that? I was not there.
Yes, I did, and the response was less than favorable. Geraldine did very well, of course, as you would expect, I guess. Hubbard was Hubbard. You know, to listen to Jim Hubbard, you know, I've been listening to Jim Hubbard now for, what, almost 40 years. Yeah. He always sounds the same. Some of the others, the marginal candidates, didn't come off very well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm told. I was not physically there.
Yeah, I was not able to make it either.
But the people who were there who told me this, I value their knowledge and impartiality.
Well, it's good that the chamber would take care of events like that.
It would have been better if they had done an arrangement to have this broadcast live. But I understand the city said that they would have had to have some person shoot it, whom we know, and he wanted to be paid for it. Well, I don't know why the chamber didn't just pay him and get it broadcast live. It would have been a heck of a lot more. Yeah,
useful. That's it always, and it has been.
In the past, it has been.
I think we did it through the Bowie Media Corporation one year. I'm not sure, 4 years ago maybe. Yeah. But anyway, they better get moving. That's all I can say if they're going to get the vote.
Listen, Bert, the truth, the bottom line is that the average person in this community, this humongous community, doesn't know these people from a hole in the ground.
No. I've talked to several people in the community, and even during the city council, it was tough enough to keep the district straight and all that.
I know.
And that's the first question I asked. I said, well, are you, when I meet a person, said, boom, if I ask them what district they're from, the county council district, no one is told me.
Well, then we have the school board district. I haven't a clue who that woman is that's running. Now, you know, Hathaway Beck, unfortunately, she's running over in District 9, wherever that is. But she is a great school board member, so at least I hope she gets elected. I don't know anything about the one that's running in my own district, and God knows education is one of the biggest problems we have in this city.
Sure.
In this county.
In the county. And
actually, our schools in the city are probably, some of them are better than anything else in the county.
We haven't seen or heard, I haven't, of too many incidents in the local schools or anywhere. But you know, this will be the change for an elected school board, as I might remind the viewer. And I don't know whether it's going to be the primary or
I don't know.
That makes the difference.
I can tell you one thing, Bert. If we elected Crazy Cat to the school board, it would be better than the last one we had.
Yeah.
Who never appeared here, who never did anything.
That's right.
People from Bowie would get onto a school board meeting with some legitimate complaints, mothers of young children, and this character would just totally ignore them, never got involved in anything, was never helpful to anyone.
Well, that seems to be kind of what's happening. You got a few people that are available always, and we know we have good relationship with those people that are reach out.
Reaching out, it's called.
They'll show up for graduation from the kindergarten.
Well, you remember all the years that the school board member was right here. You know, the Verna Teasdale. Years and years and years ago, Al Gallardo was the chairman of the school board, and Jim Callahan, and I'm sure there are a few others in between, but my mind is going.
Well, once you get now that we're going,
you could have said, John, that's not true.
I didn't want to bleep that later, John. That would just waste the stage hand's time.
Oh, okay.
You know? And, you know, of course, Tom, with Jim on vacation, Tom has become the all-around guy here.
Oh, yes.
I think someone told me, he answered the phone the other day in the studio and said, this is the president for the week. And I don't know whether he was talking about taking your job. He's going to say vice chairman next time on the media.
No, it's your job, chairman.
Oh, okay. Well, he knows we'll let him have it fast if he mentioned it, and before he backs out.
Yeah.
Subject to election.
So I think the bottom line between us is that we both agree that this is a pretty pathetic election campaign.
It is. Yes.
Thank you.
And quite frankly, I've heard on the national side it is the same way. I'm getting, word from
I'm tired of listening
relatives.
to these lunatics on the left and the right. I'm tired of listening to that crap. And that moron Glenn Beck up there. Oh.
I'll tell you, be careful there, John. I have never seen such, since you mentioned that.
Okay.
Since you mentioned that, the other people already countered it, said things like you did.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So there's been no shortage of somebody having something to say, but anyone that can't admit that bringing that many people out, what motivated them to come out?
But there were more people there. Probably a lot of people like I know who went because they were just totally curious, but there were several events going on at the same time.
Yeah, should have cut down on it. You think there'd been more events?
Well, I think there should have been a Martin Luther King memorial event, a real one, that commemorated one of the greatest men in this country's history, and not the teabaggers playing games, or the crazy wankos on the other side too playing games. I just don't think it was right.
If they were happy with Al Sharpton's organization,
oh yeah,
I think they need to maybe get a new chairman of that group or whatever. But
well, something, Bert. This is going to now. You watch your chest because I agree with you on that one.
And a lot of people, I wouldn't have said that if you hadn't said what you said.
Yeah.
But
so
anyone can bring. I'm still ahead. We can count heads, you see.
Yeah.
Well, I saw on C-SPAN a little bit of the organization down there.
You watch C-SPAN? Oh, you're very politically oriented.
I do. I watch several different channels, and I hit what's this guy Matthews?
Chris Matthews.
Chris Matthews. I tune in him during commercials on the Fox News.
Jeez. I don't watch Fox News, Bert. I'm sorry. I do not watch it.
Yeah, I could tell. It's obvious. And I heard someone laugh in the back room here.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And I think you and he better go check out C-SPAN today.
Okay.
Get neutralized.
Yeah.
But
I watch
C-SPAN,
a lot of. I watch all my news on BBC.
Oh, I check BBC out occasionally too, just to see what is influencing you harmfully.
BBC News is so good.
Well, I can't stay with it too long because of
the accents get to you.
Yeah. Oh, I think the beautiful accents of the British and the Scottish and the Irish. And the important thing is, John, I understand you've got to be very careful on getting your balanced news. And when you were editor of the local newspaper, I did see some balance in there. I'd sit in letters to the editor. I'd sit in some, although
I ran columns, Bert, that certainly, I probably had a bird even reading them.
I'm sure.
But I agree, a newspaper should be fair and balanced, and we're seeing less and less of that.
Absolutely, and I think.
But then again, you have to have something to put in the newspaper for you to make a judgment. And lately, I don't see much in there.
No, and just this idea, and I mentioned this in our last part of this, council districts.
Yeah.
So many new people who moved to Bowie in the last few years.
Oh, I know.
I'm not sure they know what county council district they're in. Certainly the school district, I'm not sure what those are.
No, I'm not.
And I keep up with stuff like that, if I can find the source. And I don't have time to run down to the elections office and get the information.
No, the information isn't helpful.
The newspapers will not think be helpful.
Well, I voted, by the way. I'm done.
Oh, that's why you're feeling so cocky.
That's right. That's right.
I know you must have checked out the other voter that voted early the way too. Was that absentee? Or did you do the early?
I did the absentee, and I'll tell you, I left a lot of offices unmarked.
Oh, I can imagine, John.
I don't even know who these people are. I wasn't going to just arbitrarily put an X for somebody.
Well, I offered to go with you to help you out on that and be sure that.
No, you don't even know them. And some of these obscure, the clerk of the city, or the county council, or whatever. Okay.
Well,
we're getting down to 5 minutes. What pithy subject should we approach now?
Well, I think maybe talk locally about one thing, and that is that the local newspaper, I'll give them credit for this. They've got a name your favorite restaurant and other things in there to check
I
it out.
have no idea.
You're not familiar with that? Well, you did this years and years ago there.
Oh, yeah. The
And
best of Bowie.
Yeah, and you had them pre-voted and pre-selected and people advising you. This is where people can go to the paper and check off these things. And I've thought about a few businesses I'm going to go post there, like we've got a locally run restaurant, for instance. I'm going to vote for them in the
really?
newspaper. That is caters to locally and supports charitable events, and that's why I'm going to put their name.
I think I know
in.
who you're talking about, too.
Yeah, and I don't want to advertise. There's a construction company in Bowie that I have referred people to, a man-son operation. I'm going to find out what category they're in.
Father-son operation.
Father-son.
Father-son.
And they're excellent people.
You have one of those.
Community people, that's right. But I don't think I'm in the category there, but business people, if I urge them to go to the Blade News and take a vote.
Yeah.
And that, you might open it for change and check it out. I think it's still going on.
I honestly don't know.
It has a lot of categories there. Now, the other thing is the Bowie Media Corporation, Channel 11 and 77. There, you can go online and vote for your favorite program on Channel 11 and 77.
Well, everybody's going to vote for us.
I hope so. But they have a choice there. And it's a little difficult to read, and it may be that I'm going to ask them if they'll put out something maybe in the newspaper, too.
Well, that would be nice. That would be nice.
The time is drawing nigh on that.
It really is. When is the actual event deadline?
I think the deadline was October 1.
Okay, well, you better get a show on here that people can understand. And, you know, this isn't the only avenue, though, that we can use. We have to get it out in the newspapers.
Yeah, maybe that would be the case. A lot of people don't spend as much time on the computer as you think when they see something.
I watch TV on the computer.
Oh, of course. And you get a lot of educating. I have tapes I like to see there, rather than read a book.
Yeah.
But I think I need to gain more knowledge like you are of all of the advantages of this technology. And people should tune in when they want to hear.
Oh, I agree.
I hope after the election, John,
Can I say something?
You promised me that you won't cry after the election on this program.
I would really like to urge these politicians. They want to get into office. They want to make contact with the people and do a better job than they're doing. And waving on the intersection of 197 and 450, annoying people, is not what I call campaigning.
I agree.
Famous last words from me.
I agree. And some people are doing town hall meetings personally as an individual, though.
Well, that's a good idea.
Good idea.
Geraldine's done that.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent idea.
Okay, Bert, you've got to wrap it up.
Oh, we're on the wrap time.
By the way, did you go to Geraldine's free ice cream thing?
No, I didn't. I wasn't invited.
Yeah, you were.
Was?
Well, if you read your Facebook pages once in a while.
Oh, that might be it. I'm behind on that. I bet I got 3 pages now I've got to catch up on. So, see you next time, John.
You will. I will be off for a couple of weeks. And vacation time, and then I will be back ready to go on Tom's Telling. Just make it very quickly. So, very quickly. Goodbye, Bert. Like seeing you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Where's my camera?
Have safe and happy travel.
Goodbye, audience. Thank you for tuning in. See you again.